Hello there again, everybody. How's it going? Analog Hoove back here one more time with yet another demo from the annals of Xbox Live. This one is for a little game called Syndicate. Now, for those of you who are in old 20-something geezer like me, Syndicate actually way back in the day, actually pretty much back in the time where I never played it, was, if I remember correctly, it was actually an RPG. A like cyberpunk corporate espionage kind of thing going on there. And well, they have once again decided to make everything old new again, and of course bring it into the future, or the present at least, as a first-person shooter. Now, you know, hey, for better or for worse, whatever. I mean, who knows? We'll see with the final product, really. I was actually hoping this demo would be a single-player one, because I hadn't heard too much about the multiplayer prior to this, but the single player promised to be sort of a corporate espionage kind of thing. It's in a future where corporations have pretty much supplanted governments, and, you know, like using technology, these corporations have created, in essence, like super spies who go around, you know, stealing information, committing corporate sabotage, all that fun stuff. And that's sort of the premise of the character you play as in the game, is you're one of those super agents, and you have these, you know, biological, mechanical enhancements that make you a total badass. And, I mean, you hack everything from computers to people. I know one thing they showed off in trailers, like hacking into somebody's neural implants and making them off themselves by shooting themselves in the head. And, well, from the looks of it, though, the multiplayer, which obviously here is co-op, is focusing much more on a action kind of feel. As you saw, the shotgun is wonderfully effective, and the assault rifle good for picking people off at range. That's what you expect. And, you know, I kind of like it. It almost seems like it's sort of an admission by the developer that, hey, we don't need to focus all our energies on trying to compete with, say, Call of Duty. I mean, obviously, the sort of like technological espionage, sabotage kind of focus of the single-player campaign, at least as they've described it, definitely sounds like a change of pace from usual run-and-gun approach that you get from Call of Duty. And the emphasis on co-op here, once again, it's saying, hey, if we can't compete with the insane gunplay you get from the likes of Call of Duty, then, you know, why bother fighting that fight? You know, pick a fight you can win. You know, there's no glory in losing, really. So, you know, it's the same thing I sort of said about The Darkness. You know, it's a game that I think stands a much better chance at being successful, albeit mildly successful. I don't expect this to sell 15 million copies. But as a chance to sort of stand out on its own and do its own thing, and thus succeed on its own terms, which is something I think we need to see more of. Now, do they necessarily need to make it a first-person shooter? Probably not, but I mean, let's face it, FPSs are what, you know, a lot of core gamers are really familiar with now. But I mean, as for really the game itself here, I gotta say, it's really a nice team focus. You know, not quite to the extent of, say, Left 4 Dead. I mean, as you can see here, I'm holding down the right bumper to heal my downed teammate. And that's actually the big thing I've discovered in this game. The right bumper is your friend. Use it for healing, use it for hacking, which is sort of the key to defeating this boss guy. I mean, this guy actually destroyed my group of, you know, random buddies here quite a few times, because I don't think any of us realized that you had to sort of hold the right bumper to hack his shields away. And then once I figured it out, you know, go to town on him. Obviously has a shitload of health. Sitting there emptying shotgun shells into his face at point-blank range. And it still takes a while for him to go down. But still, I mean, it's not exactly the most complicated thing in the world, but it definitely adds a little more to it than simply running around blowing the ever-living shit out of everything. Which, once again, is kind of nice. And here you see me get right by the dude and his little robot drone buddy. And eventually my teammates get their asses out of their head and heal me. But overall, I actually had a really good time with this game. Some teammates were very good at cooperating. I actually got a random friend request out of it. I guess I did well enough to impress somebody. And that always feels good. I mean, you know you do a good job, and someone sort of congratulates you by, throwing a friend request your way. That's kind of nice. But overall, I mean, I gotta say, I had a very good time with this multiplayer demo. I love co-op games. Me and my friends, we do a lot of co-op, so it's always nice to have something new. So this will definitely be something worth checking out. Hopefully, the single-player campaign will pass muster. Whether or not it will be quite as successful as Deus Ex Human Revolution was. I mean, it's sort of kind of the same cyberpunk thing going on, but this, I think, has a more action-y feel to it, just from what I've seen here. And obviously it has the multiplayer, so that's a benefit. We'll see how the single-player stacks up, though. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, folks. Toodaloos, people.